Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's Kathy's website. So if you're interested in checking out her stuff, go ahead, freeze frame there if you need to, and go ahead and check that out. Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. Websites on the back, torihartman.com and watkinspublishing.co.uk or watkinspublishing.com, which I think is down here somewhere. So if you're interested, feel free to check those out. Freeze frame if you need to. All right. What do we have for Libra? There's two cards that I tend to associate with Libra. One of them is the Justice card, which I think everybody does. Most people do. The other one is the Six of Pentacles, because it talks about balance. And you got the Six of Pentacles coming right in the beginning. Six of Pentacles coming in with growth. I feel like your hard work is starting to pay off. Especially when it comes to Libra and balancing things out, it's like second nature. It's just stuff, that's just what you do. You're constantly trying to make sure things work out correctly, that things are fair, this one doesn't get too much, that one doesn't get too little. You're just trying to make sure everything works out properly. And the growth coming in is saying it's finally starting to pay off in your direction. Fire is a complementary energy for Libra. We also have the Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords, though. That's your sword. And the King of Wands is what I'm seeing. Wands? Yep. King of Wands is what you're working with. But this is kind of like the Excalibur sword. It's a sentient sword. It has its own energy, its own way of life. You only seem to be effective in certain directions for this person. And they're liking that. It's almost like they don't have full use of you, but when they do, things go a lot better, and they're noticing that. You're not going to do something you don't really want to do. They also seem to understand when you really don't want to be a part of something, you're just not there. Is there something I'm missing from this? Because I keep seeing, like, the King of Wands that keeps like fading in and out too, I'm noticing. So I feel like there's a little bit more coming into this with this King of Wands energy. And I think you might be trading this energy for something else. This is the balance coming in. This is that growth coming in. Even though you are compatible with this, it takes a lot of work to work with this. Okay. But it's more, it's very compatible, though, because when you need to change something, if something isn't working, and you need to change how it's going, this energy is very responsive to that. And respectful? Well, responsive. Let's do responsive. Maybe respectful, depending on who you're dealing with. So if you're like, oh, this isn't working as well, we need to change. Let's do it this way. The King of Wands is like, oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like they value you like it's like you're the very valued advisor to the king. And they're like, oh, Libra says we should change. All right, why not? Let's do it. Libra's been a good ally this whole time. Sure, why not? Very compatible energy. But I'm also getting like, we need to switch it up for some reason. It's time for this King of Wands to back off for a while. I get the Six of Swords with acceptance is like, I think it's time for them to kind of go do something else for a little while. I don't think this is bad, though. I don't see you upset about it. But I feel like I'm trying to get this energy to decide to do that on its own. Okay. This is where the challenge comes in. You got the Aquarius card, which is Star card, with Quest. You're trying to get this person to kind of, all right, we've done well, we've done really good. I like working with this one, but I need to get closer to this other energy. And I can't be close to both at the same time. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem like it's palatable or conducive to be close to the King of Wands energy and this new energy coming in. So I have to find a way to convince the King of Wands to go its own direction for a little while. I kind of have to send it on its own quest. There might be a challenge with this. The star card on your side, even though it's Aquarius, and even though that energy is compatible with you, it may be not so compatible with the energy you're dealing with, which tells me you might have some resistance getting this energy to kind of go off on its own for a while. How do we make this happen? I feel like we got to kind of start pulling them down the path and set them on this path, and then just kind of not be there and just let them keep going. Okay. I don't know. That's how this is. Because I see it like, okay, let's go down this path. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to check some stuff out. You keep going. And then you just kind of go somewhere else. And they keep going down that path, and you're just kind of like, okay, they'll keep going, and I'm just going to let it go. I'm just not going to say anything. You judge if that's right or not. You decide for yourself if that's okay. I don't even know what to say. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay then. I guess that's how we're going to do it. I don't think you've done anything bad, but it's kind of like if you tell them, all right, you go that way, I'm going to go a different way for a while. I'll see you in a couple of years. They would be like, no, you have to stay with me, Libra. You're my lucky charm. You're my ace up my sleeve. I need you here. That way, if something goes wrong, you can fix it for me, and we can keep going. So it's kind of like if you tell them that you're going to go a different direction, they don't like that, and it becomes much more difficult. If you just kind of like send them on their way, and you go with them a little ways down that road, and then you just kind of go quietly. I don't even know, because like I'm hearing this and I'm like, oh my goodness. You decide if that's right or not. I don't even know. I'm like, because I'm getting like the quest with the star card. They may not realize, they may not like that you did that. But I'm getting your challenge card is to do it quietly. That's the Princess of Cups. Quietly, just kind of let them keep leading the way, and as they keep leading the way, just kind of disappear. I don't even know. Because I see they're going to go down their road. This is a double meaning card, in my opinion. In this situation, I think you have someone new coming in, but they seem to be leaving. It's just trying to find a peaceful way to send them on their way. I am floored that I'm even saying this. But I don't think it's bad. They keep telling me it's not bad, but sometimes that's the peaceful way to do it. Just kind of let them go. Let them go search. By the time they realize you've gone another direction, they'll be knee-deep in something else, and they don't have time to come search down. So, and I also see, like, there's a lot of different things. They'll get caught up in something else, and they'll go after their Ace of Wands. The enlightenment will come into them, like, okay, oh, Libra's gone, but I got this. I want that Ace of Wands. So, the Libra, whatever with the Libra. I want this Ace of Wands, and they're going for the Ace of Wands. It doesn't seem bad. You decide if that's right. I don't even know. I'm still kind of like floored. I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying this. No, they're exiting. But another meaning for the Death card is Scorpio. Also a kind of a very strong beginning. Sometimes I give the example of like when somebody gives birth or a new child is entered into the world. Some people, it's not real to them until the child is like physically there, and then everything changes. Priorities, how they feel, they bond instantly. Like it's very acknowledged, like the acknowledgement, maybe I should say, is there. So, like a very strong start is coming in. There's a lot of question about what is leaving versus what is coming. But I feel like we just got to kind of let the situation sort itself out. Because something's coming in very strong. And I feel like we're going into a whole new pattern. What's gone is in the past. Because this is like a history card, the Six of Cups. What's gone is in the past, but you've learned from it. There's something new coming in, and you're creating a whole new situation. You got the The Chariot coming in with the Six of Cups, which is telling me there's a very strong emotional connection coming in, something that's going to last quite a while, something you're going to make memories with. And it's kind of like what's left is left. What's new is where we're staying. And I feel like we just got to kind of roll with it. Let what's gone be gone and just kind of like leave it there. And center on what you're going towards for the new. This is very interesting. I don't know. I mean, you all let me know in the comments what you think about it. I'm just kind of floored at some of this stuff I've said. Like, floored. This is not a normal conversation for me. So I'm like, usually if I was going to, like, do this myself, that's not how I would handle it. I'd be like, well, listen, I know you may not like it, but I'm going, so go. And I'm going to go. But this is not seeming like your style. So I feel like you'll let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know. I'm sure you will, if this makes sense or not. But, like, I'm just still kind of floored. Like, they're saying it's the easiest, calmest way to work it through. And nobody seems to be upset about it in the long run. But it's almost like if you have a difficult energy, instead of creating a conflict, just kind of, like, quietly solving it, it's going to end up the way it's going to end up anyway. This is just the more peaceful way to do it. All right. I do have a lot of Aries in my chart, just to be fair. So maybe that's why I'm a little conflicted by this, because it feels like the Aries side of me is like, what are we doing? What? Why? What? So the Libra side, well, I don't have much. I don't think I have any Libra. I don't know. But the Libra energy I'm connecting with is kind of like, no, this is peaceful. This is going to end things well. This is going to move things together in a cooperative, balanced way. This is fine. So you let me know in the bottom. Let me know in the comments if you think this is correct or not. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.